Hey everybody, Morgan SLV here. Hey, it's good to be with you this morning. Today's date, 10/5/2010. Gold today, 1340. Silver, 2283. Wow. Wow is all I can say about that. I'm really looking forward to, be able to take care of, get into my plan. I don't know about you, but I'll give you a scenario. I remember one time when I was learning how to water ski. I really couldn't figure it out. I mean, it was, I guess I'm not the most coordinated guy when it comes to water skiing, right? Well, I had a dream about it. One Friday night, we were going to go water skiing the next morning, right? And I had already tried to get up several times, couldn't do it. And I had a dream that I was water skiing. And let me tell you what, first go around, I got right up and was water skiing ever since. And, the reason I'm saying that is that I feel like my dream of owning my cash flowing real estate is going to be coming true. Now, I also realize that I'm going to inherit, some of the nightmares to go along with it, but that's okay. I'd rather do that, wake up in the morning, if the phone's ringing, it's not my boss, it's somebody that's doing business with me. I like that idea a lot better. But the reason I bring that up is that I'm starting to internalize the fact that is what I'm going to be doing. So it shall be written, so it shall be done. I like that statement, and I'm just kind of feeling like that. And I don't know what I was talking to my father about it the other night. We own property in Arkansas as well. We have 7 lots that are paid for, and he was thinking, when our precious metals pop, we'd get into building those. And I said, when the precious metals pop, I believe, at least in the price range that I'm looking for, at least if you price it in terms of housing, the dollar's going to be even more unstable than it is now, and that scares me a little bit. And so what I told him is, let's do this. Let's get right into properties that'll cash flow something right now. And as you all know, I've chosen there's a big hospital here, Sutter Hospital, where I live. Beautiful hospital. Beautiful homes surround it. They're, not upper middle class homes. Some of them are, but I'm just looking for middle class homes that the nurses can afford. To be honest with you, I'm kind of targeting them. Doctors, I think, at that point will still be able to, probably be purchasing properties, and so are nurses. But I think I'll have a steady flow of people wanting to live pretty close to work, and like I say, they're beautiful homes. So I'm excited about it. But what he was thinking is we were going to go ahead and build, and I said, look, I don't want to hold on to any dollars while I'm working with the contractors and whatnot. I don't want to be 90 days out when I go ahead and pop my silver. I want to get right into something that's going to give us a strong backbone. Then we can play a little bit. Makes sense to me. Going over bailouts. The thing that now that I've learned what some of the stuff that I've learned from you guys and all the reading that I've done is that the stimulus, we have a stimulus economy where we're hooked on the juice, right? And the bottom line is it's got to go away. We can't keep. If a drug addict stimulates themselves too much with, say, heroin, you could die, right? So the bottom line is, I think we need to, get off the stimulus, get back to sound money, start having manufacturing jobs that produce goods that we sell abroad. And let's just get back to basics. And I know it's going to be rough, and I know it's going to be rough for a lot of us. That is why I constantly go over the fact that, yes, I'm waiting for my precious metals to pop. What I'm going to do with it is go right into cash flowing real estate. And the reason I share that with you guys is because I have a plan, and I hope you guys are working on some kind of a plan too. The other thing is I plan to have several websites between myself, my son, and my wife, and my 2 other kids. And so those will all produce some income. And so that's why I'm constantly kind of on you guys about, think about what's going to happen. I mean, I'm thinking 20 years in the future, not 2, right? So, and of course, none of us have a crystal ball, but the more prepared you are, the luckier you're going to get, I think. That's just my 2 cents, right? Housing. Like I say, I continually get people's attention when I tell them, you're looking at another God knows you could be looking at another third off the price of your home, maybe even 50%. That's what I'm hearing, 50 to 65% across the country by the time this whole thing, this whole debacle is over. And then, of course, you're looking at precious metals going up, commodities going up. And so, somewhere there's going to be a crossroads, and right at the sweet spot is where I plan to exit my silver and go into another asset, which will be real estate. And here's my bottom line: I don't care if it goes down, as long as I can cash flow something. Because, like I say, I don't trust anything else. I'm not going to go out and buy a Wendy's franchise or anything like that. I'm going to use the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. Here's my cash. Give me my keys. Put a ad on Craigslist or whatever. Home for rent. Here's your keys. Give me my 2 months down, and away you go. And then we can get into a little bit more stuff that takes a little more finesse as far as investing in a business or whatnot after that. That's my plan. I'm going to kind of, in my plan, I'm just going to wait for the fraud to be purged from the system. I'm just, as this stuff, you guys can kind of hear it jingling. I love that sound. I love the sound of silver. There's just something cool about it, right? And I've got a few pieces here, but what I'm doing is, as this stuff begins to revalue itself, it purges the fraud, which is the American dollar, out of the system, right? And so the bottom line is, I just really like the fact that, sound money is going to have a rebirth, right? Kind of a renaissance, right? And so I'm looking forward to that. And whatever happens, come what's may. I mean, the bottom line is we're all on this train together. It has left the station. The best thing you can do is just get prepared. But so here's a little kind of a funny situation. So my wife told me this morning she had found a Lady Liberty nickel. It's 18. This one is an 1899 nickel. And what's kind of cool about it is the fact that I just looked it up online, and they're going for about, in this condition, for about $10. She got it for 10 cents. So she put a dime in her register at work and took the nickel. Kind of neat. So the bottom line is I love it. Don't you love that? Sounds better than Jingle Bells to me. Anyway, I'm being kind of crazy today. She finds a lot of different coins. She gets them from work and whatnot. So do I. And here's a quarter. I love the fact that when this quarter was made, it would buy a gallon of gas or so, and today it'll still do the same thing. Isn't that cool? Keep stacking, everybody. Morgan SLV out.